And he's also the president managing partner of Retained. So maybe we ought to shift gears and talk a little bit about
Sounds good.
Retained. Executive search.
Yes.
Let's get into the details of what that's all about.
Okay. And I think, John, probably most people know executive search or know of executive search. This is where a company, potential client, wants to use an outside firm to find someone, their best person they could possibly find to fill a role. And so I was contacted, a little bit of an owner in this company too, but with Betsy Robinson, who's the founder of Betsy. A lot of people know Betsy in the community, great lady, founder of Tier 4 Group. Mm-hmm. And Tier 4 Group just celebrated their 10th year of service. They are I would say, a technology staffing firm. They'll place your engineers and your people that need Java and C++ and anything related to the technology space. And they have placed on occasion C-suite, CIOs and CTOs. But Betsy and I were talking, and she wanted me to come in and help her to build that higher level of leadership search. What we would do is, and what we do is, we look for opportunities to fill roles at that C-suite level. And we talk about it in a number of different ways. One, it would be CIOs, CTOs, or VPs of technology. In a tech company, we'd love to fill anybody in the C-suite. And then we also could do fractional if people want to have someone they're not ready to maybe take on a full-time, maybe part-time, we can do that. And then because of my background in nonprofits of a number of decades, I also am well-positioned to do search in the nonprofit world. So think CEOs, heads of fundraising, CFOs, anybody in that C-suite. But we're young and hungry. If somebody called me tomorrow and has a role that's for something else and they have a need, we'd be a great fit to help them. I think our distinct advantages are a number. We're diversity certified. So we're one of a few organizations that actually have an LGBTQ certification. About 40% of the people we hire are women. So we really look to find people of color, women, all kinds of diversity certification. We're good at that. So a lot of companies now want to do that, or they have that requirement. And I want to say, hopefully they do more than talk a good game, but they actually want to do that. So we're really good at that. Secondly, I have a great team at Tier 4 Group that I'm leveraging right now, is in the early stages. We have about 20 team members that can help recruit. They do sourcing. So we're really strong. It's not just me.
Yeah.
Third, my own background in terms of running TAG for 12 years. I got to know just about every CIO in the state. And then running the TurkNet Leadership Group, I got to know pretty much every chief human resource officer and the CHRO in the state. So so if somebody needs a strong person, I have my own Rolodex. Oh, I shouldn't say Rolodex anymore, but you know what I mean. John and I know
electronic
what it is.
Yeah. I know what it is.
Yeah. Used to have those Rolodexes with 1,000 cards in there. And it's how you define John Doe? It's okay. So anyways, that's another advantage of us. And then we use AI. We have a really good system, CRM system, that can pull up names. You plug in the data that you need. So those are just a few things that we have as an advantage. My challenge, John, basically, frankly, for the audience is we need to get in a position where we have a shot to do the search. For every 50 calls I get from my friends that are CIOs and CHROs that they're looking for their next job, I get one or two that are saying, can you do the search? So I need to get that balance going. I'll take anybody that's looking or even thinking about it in the future and put it in my database, because that's going to build the database when I have opportunities to do the search. But making that transition to do the search, to be the client picks up the phone and it might be a CEO or a CFO. It may not be the CIO, John, because if you think about it, if they're in the position, unless they're leaving and want to make a recommendation, they wouldn't be the ones that would be picking up the phone. So it would be somebody else saying, hey, we lost our CIO. We need a new CIO. your names come up, as an example. So that's where I'm at with that company, and appreciate being on here to let people know.
Yeah, absolutely.